Emer Sullivan from West Cork Development Partnership Warmer Home Scheme. This is Patricia Bevan.
What we actually do is attic insulation and cavity wall insulation and a certain amount of draft proofing depending on how the house is constructed or that. So initially somebody will phone us up here and we'll take their details over the phone and put them up on our database system. And once somebody is eligible for the scheme, we'd organise for a surveyor to call out to their house to survey the house, and that usually takes about an hour. And the surveyor will look at the attic and look at the total construction of the house. And with most houses we're able to provide the service of attic insulation, and based on how the house is constructed, so anything from the 1970s onwards, we're usually able to provide a cavity wall insulation service as well for them. And all labour and materials are completely free to the householder. They don't have to pay a penny for any of the service at all, once they're in receipt of the fuel allowance or that.
We're based in Bantry, but we cover all of West Cork. That is Kinsale, Bandon and its hinterlands, Macroom, Dunmanway, Clonakilty, Skibbereen, the Bear Peninsula, the Mizzen Peninsula, Bantry and its surrounds.
The idea is that all homes will be brought up to an energy efficient level, and that leads to more comfortable living conditions. And I suppose the overall goal of the programme as well is to help reduce the incidence of fuel poverty, which is a huge problem. And West Cork would have been identified in recent surveys that it has the highest incidence of fuel poverty in the country.
We'd have houses that could even date back a couple of hundred years. The majority of the houses we do might be 100 years old or that. And that we'd only be able to provide our attic service for that, but it makes a huge difference to the household or that.
If you can block a draft, it's even the psychological improvement from that, is massive.
We'd find people come back to us like an absolutely thrill in the night, and I suppose it's the best part of our job is that comes back from people absolutely delighted with the service and the differences made and the noticeable difference in the warmth of the home.
Yeah.
And that leads to a better quality of life for that person.
To be eligible, you have to be in receipt of a social welfare payment from the Irish state. But in addition to that, you have to be in receipt of the fuel allowance, which is a payment of €20 a week over 32 weeks of the year, covering over the whole winter period. So it's from roughly the end of September to the start of May. So once you're in receipt of the fuel allowance, it doesn't matter what age you are or that you're eligible for this scheme.